everybody, and thank you for joining us for the first episode of the Dawgshow. Today's special guests are Davis and Niklas from men's union soccer team. I'll let them introduce themselves. We'll do it kind of like old school style, where you can just say your name and where you're from and all that good stuff.
I'm Davis. I'm from Germany. I live in the west of Germany, Cologne. And yes.
I'm Niklas. I'm from Munich, Germany, and 20 years old.
So you guys play for union soccer team, and do you guys prefer soccer or football?
Football.
Football, yeah, definitely.
And like, do you ever like talk about that on the field and stuff, or like, what was that adjustment from being like men's soccer team instead of men's football team?
I mean, between us international, like we just say football, but like because of the Americans and for example, coach, if we tell coach we like to play football, immediately coach gonna think about American football, so we just got used to say soccer, but yeah, we don't really like it.
Okay. How long have you guys been playing?
Since I'm 4.
I think since I'm 5.
What?
5 or 6, something like that.
Yeah. Was there ever like a time when you guys were like, I think I've been playing long enough, I think I can play like professionally or like for college, like the next level?
Yeah, of course. That was always like the time when you wanted to become a pro. I think who's saying that he never wanted to become pro is lying, because back home it's just such a big thing, and when you're like 7, 8, 9 years old, you always dream about it. So you always think, I want to do that too, and then when you watch all your like idols playing in those big stadiums, you want to do that too. So yeah, I think we both, when we were really young, we kind of had this dream.
Yeah, I think it's just every boy's dream, and especially like there's an age, when you're 10, 11 and you really notice that you're better than the average, like you really start to think about like a professional career, and especially like, for example, there's an influence by your parents, if your dad is coming with you to games and really like himself, he says that you are better like as the average, then yeah, just gives you a little push and makes you dream big.
So how did you guys find Union, or how did they reach out to you guys internationally?
I think every international is doing like this way. There's an agency back home, and agencies that reaching out to a lot of colleges, and yeah, Niklas can talk more about the process.
I mean, it's just you have your agency and they have good connections in the US, and they just try to bring you in some offers, and like obviously up front you talk with your agency about like money, what you expect, what kind of offer you would like to have, and also what you would like to have in the college, and then he's just trying to find a perfect fit, and then you go from that on. So just like the first contact with coach and everything, and then the coaches are calling the players and see if there's like a connection or something, or like a bond, and then just it's a long process, but basically the first time when you talk to a coach, you already know in what kind of direction it could get.
Do you guys have like a favorite EPL team, or what league do you guys follow?
Yeah, I personally like Chelsea a lot. Since I've been a little kid, I'm a fan of Chelsea. I think this is the only team I really support, and like obviously like how it's normally. Like, there are some teams you like more, and there are some teams you dislike more. So yeah.
Yeah, when I was young, I was really supporting Bayern Munich, because that's like where I'm from Munich, and it was always the biggest club, and you would always go to the stadium when you were young and everything. So that was like my team when I grew up, but it kind of changed because I didn't like the football they're playing anymore at some age. And since then, it's not that I have like a particular team I'm really cheering for. It's more that like I like certain players. So for example, I'm a huge Ronaldo fan, so that's why I'm really like trying to watch all the Manchester United games now and everything. So
This is more of a weirder question, but do you guys have like a lucky piece of clothing that you wear, like a pair of like Lucky socks or Lucky underwear?
Yeah, okay. I'm a big fan of rhythm, and when I was younger, like I had like a certain, like order of things I do in the morning before games. For example, I would eat the same, or like I would drink a peppermint tea and stuff like that. But like here in America, I have one underwear I always wear only for games, and it just gives me the feeling like of security, because I know if I do the same before games, like nothing will change, and I feel just comfortable. It can be like like my head is free, I don't overthink about things, and it just makes it easier for me to get into the game, and especially in the first minutes, when everything is fine, everything's normal, I perform on my like common level. That's why I always wear the same boxers.
I actually don't even have a ritual. They're just general things. For example, I always tie up my right foot first, my right shoe, and stuff like this, but I don't have wearing the same underwear kind of thing or anything. I think I just have some certain things, but they are changing over the years, and nothing particularly I'm doing before every game.
For the audience, I always change my underwear. Like it's not that I'm wearing the same underwear for games in like 5 years.
Just
like,
room.
It changes like every year. Like, and especially in the preseason, I'm trying to figure out like what underwear is gonna be, or like what kind of songs in what order it's gonna be for that season. And
music before games. Yeah. I don't have like the same I don't have the same songs before every game. But in general, like the songs you really like in a particular week or month, like the new songs that came out, and they're gonna push you and everything. So I'm just like listening to music a lot before a game.
Get you amped. Don't you guys play the same position?
Yeah.
What is that like? Like, do you guys does one typically start and then you guys sub in for the other? And then does that give you kind of like a sibling rivalry of like you guys can just mess with each other? Or is it like maybe someone will do something and then you can kind of joke with it after the game? Or is it like kind of just like, hey, I saw you did this one way, but if you did it this way, you could have like gotten ahead of the guy or something like that?
In our, like, we both are lucky that usually in formations there are 2 center backs or 3 center backs, so there's enough space for both of us.
Okay.
And we just really open, like I'm lucky that I could meet Niklas here, and like we are really upfront, and we don't take it in a bad way if somebody says opinion like you did this wrong, or like he makes a joke if I do something bad, or I make a joke when he does something bad, like we don't get it in the wrong way. So
it was kind of fun because when we met the first day, Davis thought we're gonna be like rivals, kind of, but I knew the coach got us both to play next to each other, so that's how we started last year, back then. And since then, it was always a friendship, and it's never like when for example Davis is playing and I'm not, I just like, I'm happy for him all the time, and when he does something bad, of course I say something, or he does something good. But yeah, as Davis said, we never get it the wrong way. We just like try to push each other and help each other. So we don't see each other as enemies or anything, we just...
This is kind of like the last question I had. Do you have any of like stories you could tell the audience? Maybe there's a time, like this could have been growing up when, like you said, you were playing when you were younger. Just the time when you thought about maybe like hanging up your boots and stuff, but then someone came up to you and was like, hey, you can do this, I believe in you, like just keep going, to give you that little push to like kind of keep going.
For me, that was always my parents.
Mhm.
So, let's say until I was 16, I never thought about quitting soccer or anything. But since that age, because I think when you're getting older, a lot of things change, you know, with kind of like more going out, more getting interested in other things, kind of, you know, you always think about maybe quitting because it just takes a lot of time, you know, it's just a big commitment. But then always my parents, and just reminding me of who I am and that I played in my whole life and what I can do and everything, and that there are always gonna be ups and downs, you know, and they always taught me, if you don't like something or anything over a long period of time, then you can change something, you know, but there are always gonna be like bad days or even bad weeks, you know, but then after rain always comes sun, you know, and it's always getting better. And if it's getting better, then it's fine, you know, then you know it was just a bad like time phrase. But if it's never getting better, then you can quit. But that never happened, because at some point I always found back my joy, kind of. So that's why I never quit it.
Yeah, like what I learned in soccer is like there's gonna be ups and downs, you know. It's just like life, and like for example, my soccer path was like a roller coaster, you know. Like when I was younger, I really got hyped up by parents and teammates and stuff like that. So I transferred to youth academy, and I did alright actually, not bad, like, but it's something different, like, because like in a youth academy there's like all the players in your age, you know, in your region, you know, they're like just as good as you are, and a lot of times they're just better than you. And so like in your small club you are like the star, you know, obviously, but then in that team I wasn't really a star, because like there are players, like there's always gonna be a player who's gonna be more talented than you, like, and stuff like that. So I just learned like you cannot control things, and yeah, as long you believe in yourself, because I had a moment actually, like I got released by my youth academy club, and there was a short, I think there was 1 or 2 seasons I didn't perform well. Like even my parents noticed, and they said to me, like, we were sitting on the dinner table, it was me, my sister and my parents, and all of them said to me, like, for example, yeah, Davis, just quit soccer, you know, like it's not gonna lead you anyway, and just focus on school. But in this situation actually, like, there were 2 options. Either I could be sad, you know, and say like not even my parents are believing in me, but I actually was optimistic, because I knew, like, I just started to make another progress, you know, I was making new steps, and I knew like I can be better what I've shown in the 1 or 2 last seasons. And yeah, like then 1 year later my parents were like the biggest supporter again, like, of me, you know. So it just showed me that, like, in the end what is important is like to be like self-confident and like believe in yourself. It doesn't matter what happens, you know, because it cannot always go high, you know. Like,
and it doesn't really matter what other people think, you know, especially in sports, you know, a lot of people are gonna be fans, or a lot of people are gonna be haters. Either way, you know, you can be the best player, still people gonna hate you or not gonna like how you play a sport. It's in every sport the same, so just you have to be happy with yourself and confident in yourself and believe in yourself.
Awesome. That's all I had planned actually. I had this thing. It's just like well, hopefully this video will come out next Monday, and so I was just gonna read the 10th, which will be next Monday. Don't you guys have a game then? Monday?
Yeah, we do.
Who do you play?
Missouri.
Missouri? Is that gonna be tough, or how you guys feeling?
I don't really know. We haven't played against them last year, and it's a non-conference game, so we don't really know what to expect. We'll see.
Hopefully everybody will be healthy, or more people will be healthy by that time.
I hope so, yeah. Like, it's crazy, so many people are injured right now, so we'll see.
So this is from my great grandmother. Gave it to me when I was a kid, and I just kind of held on to it. The date is October 10th on here. It says, Lord, help me not bring, excuse me, Lord, help me not bring condemnation into my life by the words I speak. I don't want to bring judgment upon myself by foolish or careless things I say. Instead, help me to speak words that bring salvation, love, and gladness to others. Teach me to speak positive words about myself and my own life as well. Put a guard over my heart and mouth so that my words bring life to me and others to hear. And then it'll give you a passage from Matthew 37 or 12:37. By your words and your will be justified, and by your words you will be condemned. So it's just like kind of more to the audience, just something to think about as you're going throughout your day. Just, I guess it's kind of saying just be watchful of your words, because at some point you'll be held to them, whether you accidentally said them or you said them on purpose. So just kind of think before you speak kind of deal. But yeah, that's kind of that's all I had to tell you today.
Sounds good. That was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Of course.
And I'll be praying for you over the season. Keeps going. And hopefully everybody gets healed up.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
If you guys in the audience ever want to be where they're sitting, just feel free to reach out and email us at uudawgshow@gmail.com. And thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.
See ya.
Bye.